as you can see, we got us a new little addition to the fleet. This is actually not my machine. My dad ended up purchasing it, I guess 2 weeks ago. I think it was a week before I went on to the expo, utility expo that just came up. But this is a, it's either a 21 or a 22 TL8R2, so it's a brand new Takeuchi. This is their, I think it's in their 8,000 pound class. It's 74.5 horse, so it doesn't have def, it does regen, and it is a high flow machine. He got it with an 76 inch tooth bucket, and I think he bought a 76 inch smooth bucket as well. But and he's already got the windows tinted. So yeah, he got it with, I think he bought it with like 1.3 hours, and it's got like 11 on it now. So he hadn't been able to run it a whole lot, but he's on his way to get sawed. So I just brought them both over here. This is what the bocce ball job, but I'm gonna put the forks on his to move some pallets and sod around, and I'm gonna do a little bit of dirt work in the backyard with mine to fix it. But this kind of shows you a little size comparison. Like I said, his is like I said, it's in the 8,000 pound class, but it's almost 9,200 pounds, so it's not a whole lot smaller. The biggest thing you'll notice is it's a lot shorter, but height and width are fairly close. But I got an 84 inch bucket on mine. Like I said, he's got a 76. I think it had a 72 on it originally, but we opted for a little bit bigger bucket, so it sticks out plenty wide on the tracks. I kind of jump in here. This got the R2 is the Series 2, so the cab is going to look just like that TL12 that I rented earlier this year, but it's nice. I kind of want a new loader now, was the bad part about running this one. So yeah, I got the little screen down here. It does have a backup camera. I believe this is the only model or size so far. They call it creep mode, and I'd have to, oh, I forget, the salesman showed me how to, you hit one of these buttons, but basically what you can do is you can get on here and set your forward speed. So if you're mowing or running a Harley rake or something like that, it just slows down the forward movement. The back is still full speed, but you can kind of set it to go however fast you want to go forward. But I mean, the cab's really spacious. I like where they got the radio and the HVAC controls. They've added way more vents on the HVAC. We got one on each side of your legs down here, and then 3 up each side. It's got good visibility. The windows, which I'm not going to open them up since it's just tinted, but they slide this way instead of going up and down like in my machine. But yeah, it's not, there's still a lot of room in this cab, even though this machine's supposedly 2 sizes smaller. It's still pretty good size, but it's definitely a nice addition to the fleet. So all LED lights. It's got a Lexan front door, which you can tell it is that is a thick door right there. All the high flows just come standard with Lexan doors now. Bad part is you can't tint it. There's the backup camera. I believe it's a Kubota engine in here. We'll flip it up later on. I'm kind of running behind, waiting on him to get here with the sod. So, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to show. I don't think I've had it. I may have it in the video earlier, but I haven't really talked about it. But yeah, this is Dad's new TL8R2. So I think I may have ran it just a little bit more than he has already though. So yeah, it's a nice machine. It did kind of the same way with like the 12s. They have widened it up some because there's nothing along those outside pieces, just the hoses or whatever for the arms, but all the other stuff is contained inside there. I think, yeah. It's pretty compact. So we got the air filter here. It does come with the battery door. You can see the batteries way down there. But yeah, it's all kind of packed in there. This is where they move the AC condenser, which I like. It's got a fan on there, so it's really easy to blow that out, where mine's up underneath there. And then that's the cab filter for like the AC and stuff. Windshield washer fluids there, and then that's the dryer for the AC. This side's, I think it's bolted down, but that's where you refill the hydraulics and such. So yeah, fancy little machine right there. That thing is, it's quick and responsive. So, and then they've redone the drive motors, so even at its low speed or low gear, it's probably as fast as mine is in the high gear. So it's just crazy how far they've come in 10 or 11 years to what they are now. And there's also a neat feature on that one, which the 10s and 12s may even have it too, but when you kick it into the high gear, it says auto right there on it. So when you pull up somewhere and you slow down or stop, it actually shifts down to the lower travel speed. And then when you take off, it'll actually shift into the higher gear for you. So like where mine, if I put it in the high gear, it's just in the high gear. So if you try to push something or take off, you can tell it needs to kind of downshift or whatever. So that's pretty neat on that one too, that it does that. And I'm sure there's a ton of other stuff that I haven't figured out yet. So we'll kind of get the book out, and the more we run it and play with it, we'll kind of go over that. But yeah, you guys are going to start seeing another loader in the videos now. But I still got to get used to this backup camera. I haven't quite. Not that I don't trust it. I think I'm just more of a habit of not having one. But yeah, you don't really realize how worn out a certain machine is until you get one that's got like 10 hours on it. As the sod and all my dirt work, I am done over here. Here's the bocce ball court. We got the AstroTurf and all that down in there, so should I guess it should be good to go. I don't know, he hadn't been out here doing anything with it, but I think it's all ready to go. We got our brush cleaned up. I think Dad took like some of what's left of the sod. Kind of got a little arc or curve out, but that works. Since we got all that dressed up, I think we're gonna put some seed out here just to kind of clean that up, even though it's not on their property. It's just we use this area a whole lot doing this. So yeah, I think he's gonna do the fence next week and then start on the landscaping, and everything over here ought to be done. And there's kind of another shot at the bocce ball court. It came out really nice. That's cold. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the work over here at this property. Kind of feels like it's been ongoing, but we ended up doing quite a bit, changing things, adding things. And some of it was kind of had to work on in stages with the pillars going in on the fence and different deals like that, waiting on the fence post to get in. But yeah, they got to come back with their edging and then put their rock and stuff in there. But it's kind of how the backyard came out. It's got a nice, real gradual slope, so be easy to mow. There's no step off the back porch or anything like that. Here it is kind of from the back corner, but yeah, really turned out nice for what it started with and how high the back of the house looked like it was out of the ground. But I think it's gonna be pretty nice. I'll try to get back over here, like I said, when they finish the landscaping and get the fence is built out of aluminum, but it looks like a wrought iron railing fence and stuff. So it's actually, well, I just walked by, it's just little panels that go in between there, and they got these clamps that bolt around, and there's a cap, I guess, that goes on top of there. So it looks pretty nice. Like I said, it's just all aluminum instead of actually having the metal or the steel that it's made out of. Yeah, in a week or so when they get that done, we'll come back over and do a little follow-up. So time to load the two machines up and call it a night.